Charlie Kirk, a name that became synonymous with youth conservative activism in America. From a young activist in Chicago to the founder of a nationwide movement, his life inspired millions. But in 2025, the world received shocking news.
After about the second question that was asked is about the time we heard the shot. I diverted to look up just for a second to see where the sound had come from, and then seconds later witnessed Charlie with a hole in his neck and bleeding. It was at that time we laid down on the ground, not knowing what, or how many shots might follow. At that point, it was just a matter of trying to get out of the gates and go to a safe place.
Charlie Kirk had passed away. This is his story, his life, his influence, and the legacy he left behind. At just 18 years old, Kirk founded Turning Point USA, an organization dedicated to promoting conservative values on college campuses. His goal was to mobilize young people and challenge what he saw as left-leaning ideologies in education. What started as a small effort quickly grew into a national movement, hosting conferences, mentoring activists, and sparking viral campaigns. Turning Point USA became known for its bold messaging, high-energy events, and the ability to create a movement among young conservatives. Kirk's influence extended beyond campuses. He appeared on major news outlets, debated political figures, and shaped public opinion through social media. By his mid-20s, he was one of the most recognizable figures in American conservative activism. His charisma and media savvy allowed him to reach millions, shaping political narratives and inspiring a generation of young activists. Kirk's achievements were significant. His organization hosted thousands of students at events, launched initiatives like the Student Action Summit, and trained young conservatives in political strategy, communication, and leadership. His influence was felt not just in politics, but in media, education, and cultural discussions nationwide. Yet, Kirk's rise was not without criticism. Detractors accused him of divisive rhetoric, confrontational tactics, and oversimplifying complex issues for social media. Supporters, however, lauded his courage, calling him a fearless defender of free speech and conservative values. The debates surrounding his methods only amplified his public profile. On September 10, 2025, the world was shocked. Charlie Kirk had passed away. The news spread rapidly across social media, news outlets, and conservative circles. Thousands of people mourned the loss of a young leader, reflecting on a life cut tragically short. Tributes poured in, highlighting his achievements, influence, and the passion he had for youth activism. Supporters and colleagues expressed shock and sorrow. Young activists described how Kirk had inspired them to engage politically and pursue leadership. Turning Point USA released a statement praising his vision and dedication, emphasizing that his work would continue through the movement he built. The news of Kirk's death sparked reflection even among critics. Political commentators acknowledged his influence on shaping conservative youth activism. Opinion pieces debated his legacy, recognizing the undeniable impact he had on politics, media, and cultural discourse.
Through the right-wing youth organization he founded, Turning Point USA.
And this was Kirk's first stop on the American Comeback Tour, his fall semester series of live events at colleges and universities. For more on his views and his influence among conservatives, we go to Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes live in our newsroom. Rob?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk was no stranger to conflict. He'd been taking his far-right views to college campuses for years now and debating face-to-face with liberal stalwarts like Governor Gavin Newsom, but his feelings on gun violence now hang eerily over his death.
Charlie Kirk's life reminds us of the power of ambition, conviction, and youth activism. While debates about his methods and rhetoric continue, his ability to mobilize, inspire, and lead a generation of young conservatives is undeniable. His death leaves a void in American political discourse, but his work continues through those he mentored and inspired. As the world reflects on Charlie Kirk's life, one question remains: how will history remember him? Visionary leader, controversial figure, or both? What is clear is that he left a lasting mark, a movement, a voice, and a legacy that will endure. Though his life was cut tragically short, The impact of Charlie Kirk will not be forgotten.